Welcome back everybody into another weekly recap. This was the third week of May, and as you can see, was a slightly profitable, basically break-even week, and we had a net profit of €4. As you can see here, started the week off, because this is the overall growth. So started the week off with a negative streak, with a drawdown, and during the last couple of days, I managed to make it up a little bit of profits, going to break even, and then to an actual profit day. We're going to see the win rate is very, very low. This was the first week where I was focusing on using a 3-to-1, basically 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And as you can see, was a 46 pips average win compared to a 15 pips average loss, which without commission would be around 3-to-1. We can go directly into here, and as you can see, I had a win rate of around 29%, only 2 wins and 5 losses, and the average win, as I told you, was 46 pips, and the average loss was the usual 15-16 pips. Average daily trades was 3. I think this is even wrong, because I don't think this week, she said, yeah, on the 17th I did 3. Yeah, it's this has to be changed, I would say. Yeah, average. Yeah, average should be 2.5. I don't know why it is saying like this, but anyway, yeah, average is not like that, and that's because of this one. Probably. No, I have no idea. Ah, yeah, because it's not counting this one. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, so also this one doesn't make sense. But as you can see here, it's very good. This win rate is still profitable for a win rate like this, for a risk to reward like this. As you can see, it's not quite perfectly 3-to-1, and due to the commission mainly. But as you can see, plus 0.5% and 29% of win rate. We can go and see the various trades on details. As you can see here, from the number 19, which is the start of the week, I had 4 losses in a row, then a win, and then another loss, and then the last win of the week to bring everything to break even with a slight win. We can go and have a look at the actual trades over here. As you can see, this was the start of the week, and this was the first loss. So as we can see, price is aggressively breaking above this area, making new high. We are in a very bullish trend. I take the buy at the retest of these lows. Price only goes like 17 pips and then drops to my stop loss. And then let me cancel this. I think, yeah, the next day I take 2 trades. We are in a strong bearish momentum. Strong bearish lower time frame, high time frame starting from London, double top at 1988.5, and then with the start of New York we see a drop. This one I didn't take this trade. Price is making a new low, so I take the sell at the retest of these previous lows on the left hand side. Very unlucky. Price would only retrace up to there before coming back down. Still, this is my first loss. Then what I took was the re-entry, because after seeing this price action, I take the break and retest. It is actually a very good entry. Only thing is that it faces this previous resistance for the bearish side trend, and only goes like 25 pips from 1954 down to 1952. It doesn't actually go to 45 pips. Yeah, I thought about placing a break-even rule, but anyway, yeah, simply unlucky that the price will not break below. Then I rushed entry that I took, trying to see if this rejection, this double bottom with a new higher low being created, then a retest of these previous highs, and yeah, I try to take the possible continuation bullish after retesting the last lower highs. Seeing it now, a very good entry would have been the breaker retest of these previous highs, 1985, will still only be 30 pips. But anyway, yeah, this was a little bit late entry, or late comparison to this one, or too early because I could have waited for this price action to break above in order to have a better trade setup. But I saw these candles and then I felt very, very rushed. I saw this candle closing and said, yeah, this is it. We'll only go like 10-12 pips and then go back to my to my stop loss. As you can see, price could also, with this stop loss, is this high, price could also have been bouncing from here and go to profits. So that's why it was not really a good, was too late as an entry. Now we're coming into, I think it's Thursday, and then we're seeing we are in a very bearish momentum, bearish trend, as you can see overall, facing these previous highs, then continuation. We had some news, I think was the jobless claims, and when we see an aggressive break below the retest of these previous lows on the left hand side, that's where I take my very high risk, high reward entry. As you can see, as close as possible to the PSA, and I drove it down 45 pips down to it was actually tapping exactly these lows, 45 pips. Price would also give multiple other opportunities for entries. So this was my first win of the week after 4 losses. Then following day, this is yesterday, I take the first sell. We were in a very strong bearish momentum. Price was retesting these previous PSAs. We were with a trend line, bearish trend line. We see a new lower low being created, and that's when I take the sell at a new lower high. As you can see, the price action was quite good, the confirmation were good. A little bit of a late entry would have been better exactly at the PPL, probably at this bullish candle close, and I could have probably been safe over here. The only thing is that the volume slowed down a lot, so I got picked up exactly at the top because the price went to retest this PPL, so that was my loss. But still, the trade idea was very valid, and I could have re-entered other times, like here, for example, over here, most likely. Over here would still have been a loss, 16, that will only be 30 pips, and yeah, it was quite a little bit of a slow Friday, but eventually this trade, if I had a better entry and I just left it running for a few hours, even though it was not a scalp, this one was 42 pips, and this one was the actual 45. So as you can see, my entry would never be violated unless, except for this time. So if my entry would have been a little bit better, I would probably be still in, very lucky, still in, probably 42 pips, will take it out, or respecting my plan that will go to profits. But then at 5 p.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern, that's where the Powell speech was, and that's where the most liquidity was waiting for. And as you can see, I waited for this price action to be broken. I saw this huge bullish momentum building up. I saw the equities being sold off. I saw the dollar being very weak, and yeah, I can show you that. That's where that's where I took my entry, very good entry, optimal entry at the bearish candle close, as you can see, as close as possible, and it will go 45 pips in a few minutes, and then it will even go to 200 pips, and that was the last win of the week. Very nice entry, as you can see, right over there. And something that I wanted to point out, of course, this is a little bit unlucky, but the thing that why I was taking this sell is, okay, I'm seeing dollar strength. Then I saw the pullback. Here I was also looking in conjunction with the dollar index. So I was looking with the dollar index. Let me show you the picture. Yeah, because I took my entry at 238, expecting over here, that was the time, expecting this bounce from this area on the dollar index. So the bounce actually happened, but on gold, it was not that aggressive. It only went 17 pips, and only later it will, when the price will go further up, the dollar showed some strength. But on gold it was not that expected. But this was a little bit in conjunction. So yeah, these were basically the trades of the week, and as you can see, were mostly all of them were in trend on the lower time frame. Yeah, the win rate was not as big as it should be, but as you can see, the wins could have been 100 pips, and they would have been much better. Anyway, overall for the month, as you can see, we're still down 2.8%. The risk to reward ratio is increasing, is getting better, as you can see. The win rate is sufficient for these risk to reward, as you can see. Not to be very good profitable, but still there's with the last week of May we can improve it anyway. So this is it for the weekly recap. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.